Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Mark with ikardsusa once again, and today I have received my package here from TGT. So I got some slabs, and I'm doing a review on them. Let's go ahead and open this up and see what we can see. Now I don't have two cameras set up this time like I usually do when I'm doing these, so hopefully this will work out well. Let's go ahead and open this up. Now the cards that I sent to TGT were not sports cards. They were Marvel cards. I'll take these out. They are face down. So the packaging that we received here in the box, not bad, right? It's a good looking box. It's not, as secure. The slabs are kind of just loosely here, then I rubber band together. Not a big deal. The other place that I sent it, that they did do that. And so it's just a little different presentation. So here I have 10 slabs. I do like so far how they have individually put in plastic each slab. Not everybody did that. Let me see. Most recently it was SGC, and I submitted 10 to them. If you haven't seen that video, check that video out. They only put the plastic on the slabs. They did only like 2 or 3 of them, and I think they're more of the the better graded slabs. But I will say that I like the fact that TGT has individually put in plastic each one, because it's not always about the money. If it's a card that I wanted to get slabbed just because it's for my personal collection, I really wanted to be taken care of or to put it in scratching, it's a good thing to do. So anyway, TGT, it's a newer company. It's not one of the big 4 houses. It's not obviously PSA, HGA, Beckett, or what's the other one? PSA, Beckett, HGA, and SGC. Yeah, I just mentioned them. So they're an up-and-comer out of Pennsylvania. Let's just see what we can see here. First one here, Spider-Man. They gave you a 7.5. Okay. It's not bad. It's a 1994 Flair. It's a 7.5. There are no subgrades. Oh, yes, okay. There are subgrades. Okay. So what I do like is, if you notice on this particular card with Spider-Man, let me go ahead and take this out the plastic. That's good for shipping, but maybe not necessarily for what we got going on here. So, as you can see on there with Spider-Man, there we go. You see how they have that web in the background? I like how TGT is doing that. HGA is doing some of that, and I have some of those slabs coming in the future as well. So anyway, to make it look more aesthetically pleasing so that the label matches kind of what you got going on there. Here's another one. I'm going to take all these out of plastic. Deadpool, 8.5. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll take this one out of plastic as well. It might take us a little longer to get through this. And so my experience with TGT is I had submitted them actually literally the same day as I did SGC. And it took them a little bit longer to get these back. I just got these back. I had the SGC slabs back like 2 weeks ago. So I will say that it's been a little bit of time in comparison. So I was told maybe 2 months. It was just a little bit over. Not horrible. I would like for TGT to do a little bit better on the communication aspect. Sometimes they're just real responsive via Instagram and email. But they're up and coming. Oh, that's a nice one. Warpath. It's a metal. That's a nice one. So the slabs themselves, pretty good, right? Pretty good quality. A little bit light, but I've heard that a lot of people like them a little bit lighter. My SGC slabs seem to be a little bit heavier as far as the weight. But so far I'm pleased with what I'm getting here. Let's see what else we got here. I have set up my own account with TGT online, and it's relatively easy to set up online. However, the font, I know this sounds like nitpicking, but the font, I'm like, guys, make it more clear. Like, it shouldn't be that difficult. Oh man, I wanted this card to be more as far as in the grading, don't we all? I really like this one. This is Carnage. It's an 8.5. I really do like how the color scheme matches there. Now, TGT has 4 basic labels that you can choose from. And in fact, let me just see if I can pull that up. So here's the TGT website, right? TGT stands for Transparent Grading Team. And so you go to the website here, the little hashtag is you see what we see, okay? The cards that they're showing all here are your non-sports cards. However, they do grade sports cards. So I don't know if they're just more comfortable doing non-sports cards or what the situation is, but I do know that they do grade both. If you go on their Instagram page, you will see they show both types of cards. They'll show some Pokemon cards that they've graded. They'll show some football cards that they've graded, that kind of thing. So again, I only did the non-sports cards because I just kind of wanted to see what I could see. But this is their website. When it comes to the labels, so you click here on their labels, and since they do the colorful labels, so for instance, these are your base label, right? So you have your subgrades, but you see the colors it's still colorful, but it's still very very basic, right? So that's their base label. Then if you go to what they call a beam label, right? Kind of see the design is a little bit different. Their colors are way more vibrant than the base label, okay? So the beam labels look pretty good. They have the explosion label, right? So self-explanatory, kind of in the background, looks like there's an explosion type of look there going on. And then of course the custom label. Now the custom label is ultimately where it's at. And so I kind of have some custom labels on the ones that I've shown you and some more that I'm going to show you. And I will say that TGT, they offered that to me free when I had mentioned that I wanted this type of label and this type of label, and I mixed it up a little bit because I just kind of wanted to get everything. And they said, well, is it okay if we do some custom labels? And I said, sure, as long as as long as it looks good and looks cool, I'm not opposed to the custom label. So they did do me a solid on that, which I appreciate. So these are their custom labels. You can kind of see with the LeBron James one here, the color scheme, right? It's a little bit different in the background. You see you got your Laker colors here. And just kind of, depending on what kind of card, if you have a cracked ice or whatever's going on with the card, they'll kind of try to match it to the team we'll have. This one is Ken Griffey here. Look at this. Lions, Tigers, and Bears. Okay, you got your Zion Williamson here with the lightning in the background. So that's kind of their thing there. Let me see. Okay, so let's see what else they got here. See what else they got here for me. This is, gosh, only an 8 again. This is an autographed Marvel card with Beast, and it's autographed by the artist. If you can kind of see that in the bottom, right? Maybe if I get a little closer. There we go. All right, so you kind of see that. It gave me an 8. Again, the matching of the colors is something that I like to see. This one I was hoping for to be pretty good. So the grading, I haven't seen a lot of these graded, these particular types of cards. There's a few that I've seen, but so it's kind of hard to compare as far as what their grading technique might be in comparison to HGA or someone else. So this is Spider-Man. This is a metal card. Gave me a 9. It's a good looking card. A lot of the Marvel stuff is going to be in my personal collection. I will be selling some of it there. This one, I don't know, and I'll have to investigate a little bit more, but the grade on here, a 7? Oh, because they say the corners were not that fantastic. I will have to look at these under a microscope myself because I think these corners were halfway decent. That's Moon Knight. He's actually going to be having his own, I don't know if movie or series coming out on Disney Plus. So we'll see. This one is was in the movie. This movie got released. Lethal Protector there. Venom gave me a 9. I haven't yet seen the Spider-Man, the latest Spider-Man movie, Far From Home or what have you, entering the multiverse and all of that kind of stuff. I haven't seen that one yet, and so I'll be interested to see if Venom or whoever's in there. This card gave me a 9. Boy, you're hard pressed to get over a 9 with TGT, it seems, or maybe my cards just ain't that great, huh? Why did this one get a 9? 9.5 for the centering, 9.5 for the surface, 8.5 for corners, and 8.5 for the edges. No, you hold a card from 1994, and I can see how that could happen. This is Thanos. Not bad. Also autographed by the artist. And this is my last one. Also a 9. Dang it, not 110 out of this one. That's all right, though. If these things happen, huh? And the last one is Beta Ray Bill. They gave me a 9. Here's that card. Okay, and I haven't been showing the back, but here's the back of the TGT card. Right, so they have the little QR code there. I don't know if they're registering it or if that's just an advertisement type of thing, so I'll have to check that out. But overall, I do like the multiple colors, and I notice on this one it's kind of a beam type label, and then the back is just red at the top, right? Then you have this one, which is a little bit more custom, right? And then the back of the label itself is also custom in that same type of color scheme or design, I guess, whatever you'd like to say. So overall, TGT was a good experience. It did take them a little bit longer to get to me than what they had promised and what I thought it would be. Communication, I think, could have been improved, but they are a smaller, up-and-coming company. When they did communicate, it was very attentive, and they were able to do it on Instagram and able to do it. They were able to do it much quicker, I guess, than maybe some of the other companies. Quality of the slabs is pretty good, so I'm not upset with that. It's a little bit lighter than some of the other ones. Eventually, what I'll do is I'll create a video where I will have all these slabs side by side, and we'll just hold them up and really critique what the quality, the weight, and that kind of thing. Overall, I am pretty pleased with TGT. I do think that their website is a good website, but just the font, man, like the font, you know what I mean? Could be a little bit more clear, make it a little bit more user-friendly. Overall, I might be submitting some more stuff to them. I'm not 100% convinced that I will submit a sports card to them. Definitely not a high dollar one. A sports card that's for my PC, I may do, because the labeling marries everything together, and aesthetically it just looks good. And if it's for your personal collection and not necessarily a high dollar card, absolutely worth it. If you're looking to get a card graded and flip it, they haven't earned that spot yet to be respected on that level. So that's my 2 cents. This is Mark for iCards. You can always check us out at ikardsusa.com. Until next time.